house still smells like coffee, your jacket on the chair. Morning light through broken blinds, but you're not standing there. I hear the clock keep ticking like footsteps down the hall, every second louder in a home that lost it all. Your picture on the wall won't answer when I call. Now it's ashes in the rain, falling on my skin. Memories like embers burning from within. I hold on to the smoke, but it slips away again. All that we were is ashes in the rain. I try to clear the bedroom, fold the sheets alone, but every crease reminds me how silence overgrown. Your laughter in the doorway still echoes in my mind. I close my eyes to find you, but you're harder every time. Your shadow fades away a little more each day. Now it's ashes in the rain, falling on my skin. Promises we whispered won't come back again. I reach into the dark, but I'm holding only pain. All that we were is ashes in the rain. If love could turn the clock back, I'd run into your arms. But time is cold and ruthless and deaf to broken hearts. It's ashes in the rain, washing down the street. Oh, love forever lying at my feet. I'm standing in the storm, calling out your name, but all that answers is ashes in the rain. You were my safe place, my Sunday morning light. Now your wings are folded in the night. Your halo's on the ground, cracked beneath my feet. Angels fall the hardest when they can be complete. I thought love could save us from the world outside, but even heaven's promise sometimes hides If faith could pull you closer, I'd kneel until I bled. Your halo's on the ground, and I'm alone instead. Your coffee cup is still right there, lipstick faded on the rim. Morning light hits your empty chair, but you're not sitting in it again. I still hear you laugh in the hall, the echoes dancing on the wall. Now I'm talking to an empty chair, like you're still around somewhere. I reach out, but there's no one there, just dust and broken air. If love could breathe, it'd fill this room, but silence is all I hear. I'm learning how to live alone, with your ghost in this empty chair. Closet door still smells like you, your sweater hanging by a thread. Every night I swear it's true, I feel you lying in my bed. Maybe time will let me heal, but tonight it's way too real. I'm still talking to an empty chair, wishing you were sitting there. The pillow keeps its shape, like you just left this room. Curtains barely moving in the quiet afternoon. You're half of every story, hangs unfinished still. I speak into the silence, but it never will. There's an empty side of the bed, cold sheets where you used to lay. I turn and reach for your hand, but you're miles away. Every night I pretend you're just late, not gone instead. But the truth is heavier than this empty side of the bed. The hallway light is burning, like you might come home. I listen for your footsteps in the dark alone. Your toothbrush in a holder, your sweater on my hook. I trace the threads you left behind, like pages in a book. There's an empty side of the bed where your it's only restless dreams and broken sleep for me. I count the cracks above where our future once was red, but nothing fills the space of the empty side of the bed. If I could stitch the night and sew your shadow near, I'd wrap it around my chest just to keep you here. There's an empty side of the bed, and I'm learning how to breathe with half of my whole life buried underneath. I turn and close my eyes with tears I never shed, still reaching in the dark for the empty side of the bed. I found us in a shoebox, smiling at the sun. Back when forever had just begun, the edges curled and yellowed, but your eyes still shine. Like time forgot to take that part of mine. You're a fading photograph in a trembling hand, proof that something beautiful once had a chance to stand. I trace your face in silence, like I might bring you back, but love can't live forever in a fading photograph. I remember how you held me, like the world was small, like nothing in the distance could make us fall. Now the frame is cracked and dust is settled in, just like the quiet where your voice had been. You're a fading photograph, colors turning gray, memories dissolving day by day. I hold you to the light, but all I see is light, the space between what was and this fading photograph. If pictures kept their promises, you'd still be here with me. But paper doesn't fight against reality. You're a fading photograph, and I'm afraid to see the day your face disappears completely from me. So I keep you in the dark where nothing has to crack, still loving what remains in a fading photograph. You left before the sunrise, without a word to say. No note upon the table, Just space where you once lay. I replay every moment, trying to find a sign of when your heart stopped beating next to mine. It was goodbye without a sound, no warning, no alarm, just emptiness around where once were open arms. I would have fought the silence if I'd known you'd drown, but you slipped away in a goodbye without a sound. The door still softly echoes, like it closed on me, on all the things we dreamed we'd someday be. I searched for explanations, but all I ever found is the echo of that wordless goodbye sound. It was goodbye without a sound, like a whisper in the night, gone before I turned around, out of reach inside. I scream into the distance, but it won't rebound. Love disappeared in a goodbye without a sound. If I could hear you leaving, maybe I'd survive. But silence is the loudest when you're left behind. Goodbye without a sound still rings inside my head, 1,000 unspoken words of everything unsaid. I'm haunted by the quiet that lingers all around, forever changed by a goodbye without a sound. You left without a warning sign, took the better half of mine. Now my pulse feels incomplete, beating slow and skipping beats. I'm walking with half a heart, trying to love but falling apart. Every smile just feels pretend, like a story with no end. You left your shadow in the dark. Now I'm living with half a heart. Friends say time will make it right, but time just makes it not. If I could stitch the pieces tight, I'd show you in every line. I'm breathing with half a heart, still yours from the start. wrote your name in blue ink across a folded page. Every word I couldn't say, locked inside a cage. I told you how I miss you, how sorry I became. But paper doesn't answer, and it doesn't take the blame. These are letters I'll never send, stacked up in a drawer. Apologies and memories scattered on the floor. I signed them with a broken heart and tears that never mend. All the things I should have said, and letters I'll never send. I wrote about the sunrise, the way it feels so wrong without you in the kitchen, humming to a song. I wrote about forgiveness and how I finally see the distance wasn't just you, it was also me. These are letters I'll never send, folded neat and tight, confessions in the margins, written late at night. I stamped them with regret and love without an end. All the words you'll never read, and letters I'll never send. If heaven has a mailbox, maybe one day you'll know how every single sentence was afraid to let you go. These are letters I'll never send, but I read them every day, like prayers without an answer that slowly fade away. To the silence, like you're around the bend, holding on to ghosts in letters I'll never send. Clouds don't need the sky tonight, they're forming in my chest. Thunder whispers soft and light, won't let my heart rest. There's rain inside my room, falling from my eyes, puddles on the floor of truth from unsaid goodbyes. No umbrella for this pain, no shelter from the blue. Every drop reminds me I still love you. Your picture on the wall smiles like nothing changed, but I'm the one who took the fall, standing in the rain. Windows closed, but storms remain. I can't wash away your name. Snow falls on the pavement, but it doesn't feel the same. The fire's burning low tonight without your name. Your scarf still by the doorway, your boots still by the stairs. But winter's colder somehow when no one's there. It's a winter without you, ice inside of my chest. No warmth in the fireplace, no beating in my breast. The frost creeps through the windows like the truth I can't undo. Every season's frozen in this winter without you. We used to watch the snow fall like it was our own parade, laughing at the footprints our clumsy dancing made. Now I walk alone outside, and every step I take feels like walking farther from the love we couldn't save. It's a winter without you, no color in the sky. The world keeps turning slowly while I stand and wonder why. Your voice is like a memory that drifts out of you. Everything is colder in this winter without. If spring could find my doorstep, would it know my name? Or am I bound to weather that never wants to change? It's a winter without you, and I don't know when. The ice around my heart will ever melt again. The snow keeps falling softly like tears I never knew. How heavy life could be in a winter without you.